Good evening, Swarm Council. It's your fearless, not leader, but coordinator, Brandon, here to give you another update. Alright, so as we know, it's spring break time. Nadia, I know you've been on spring break already. I'm not sure who else has already been on spring break. For those of us here at USC and SC State, I know we're going on spring break starting tomorrow. Or actually, SC State, y'all start tomorrow, which is weird, but we technically start on Sunday to Sunday anyway. If you've already been on, if you're going now or you're about to go, please be safe. I want you all to come back. I want you all to tell me wonderful things that are going to be happening. Have a great time, but make the right choice, okay? No one getting hurt or taken away. A couple of things for you. So, first thing we got going on is sex ed. Sex ed. I can now officially talk. We here at Telvim and in conjunction with the New Morning Foundation have a bill. It is H3435 if you want to go look that up. I know Jordan's into that. It's our recommendations and changes to the Comprehensive Sex Education Act. We all know about that. That was included in the last video. Hopefully you've read over and had some time to discuss that and educated some people on that. Well, that's being brought up for discussion. I believe the date, I should know this. I will have that date for you. I can't remember it right now. But it's being brought up for discussion. So we're centering sort of our focus around that. So one of the first things that we can do as Swarm is put on a little fact. So here's my challenge to you all. So this is very short. I know they came out with Vine, which is like Twitter, but for videos, 6 seconds. It can even be that short. I'm talking that short. What I'd like to see is that every person come on and do a sex ed fact. I sent you all a couple trivia questions that you can pull from, or if you know some for yourself. So this is how it goes. So you come on. Hi, my name is Brandon, and I'd like to present you with a sex education fact. Which are the 3 STIs, sexually transmitted infections, that are most common among college-age students? Give up. HPV, herpes, and gonorrhea. So simple as that. Something very short, and then that way we can paste those, put those all over, get that word out, and those are very quick to get people thinking. Next thing, so as we're all on college campuses, this doesn't have to be done right away, but I do kind of have a timeline, so think of them as being done right away. Letters to the editor, to the college newspapers. I'm pretty sure everyone still has a college newspaper. I know we do at South Carolina. I know we do at Winthrop. So just a little letter to the editor saying why we need this reform in South Carolina, why we need this education, why we need this legislation. I'll put in the Facebook group, and I'll try to see if there's a way I can email it for those of you not in Facebook. But Hemley from Advocates for Youth, we all love her, yay. She just sent an example from Texas, which is really good. They're talking about in that family rights, they're talking about access to birth control, they're talking about education. Lots of things that fall in the same line of what we're doing here in South Carolina. So you can look to that as an example. Feel free to do your own. But, you know, get those submitted to your college newspapers. Next thing, sidewalk sex ed. So this is the thing that, like, I've been talking about forever, and, you know, be honest, you know, haven't been pushing it so hard, so I'd like to push, you know, get it going. Remember I sent you those trivia questions, so if you're a part of Swarm Council, if you're a part of any sort of advocacy group on the side, if you are one of the people that are just interested in helping out with Swarm, I know Star and I know Karen, y'all are probably watching this video, I sent this to you as well. This is one of the things that you can do. So take an iPhone, if you don't have one, or just anything that records. We've got a couple of flip cameras that if you'd like to come by the office and use. But literally, don't be afraid. Stop people on the street that are willing. If they're not willing, let them go. But, to answer one of those questions like I just asked before. And film that. Get their reaction. Get a discussion going. So that's Sidewalk Sex Ed Trivia. And last thing I want to talk about right now is B-Day. So B-Day is coming up. We have exactly 20 days from the time of this video. It is March the 27th. The way it'll work is everyone will come down March the 26th after you get out of class. The sooner you can get here, the better. And we'll all have an activity for the evening. I'm trying to stay hush on what I want us to do that evening. I'm trying to get it really bad. If not, I will have something else for us. We will have an activity, an event that we can all count and do together as a group that evening. But that being said, so everyone, please plan on getting into Columbia around 7 o'clock if at all possible. If you have a Tuesday night class, because that is 26 is a Tuesday, that goes late, get here as soon as possible. I will not hold it against you. By all means, school comes first. I understand that. But, if at all possible, be in Columbia by 7 o'clock. I want to have an event for the students around USC's campus that, we can make this a big interactive event that evening, somewhere like 8 or 9 o'clock. What I really want to do, that if I can get it, I would actually have starting late at like 10:30, because it's one of those things that's going to need a 10:30 start time. So we'll come in that night. We'll do our event. I tried to get us the hotel room, the Hampton, right across the street for those that have come. You've all been here. So if you know, there's a nice hotel, the Hampton, right across the street. Apparently they've got a conference that week, so they are full. What I did was I got us the Marriott down at USC, across from the Koger Center, the big auditorium for USC near the School of Music. It's close to my house, so if y'all need me anything, I can come right up. I'll be happy to shuttle everyone to the office and to the State House the next morning, since I know we're not right across the street. I apologize for that, but it's still a nice place. A lot of people stay there when they get here. So we'll be there at that hotel room, and then the next day we'll get up. We'll come to the office for breakfast. We'll have breakfast, and then we'll kind of go over the day. We'll talk about who we're going to be seeing that day. It actually turns out the House representatives are not going to be there. It's fine. The Senate's still going to be there. They're still important. They still need to be heard. We need both sides to get this information. So we're going to prep you on who you're going to talk to. You all did that in D.C. I heard you guys nailed it, crushed it. I'm so excited. I know I won't even have to worry. You guys are going to educate me how to talk to these legislators. So, and then in the afternoon, we're going to go up to State House, and we're going to do it. We're going to pull these people out, and we're going to tell them why this is important from our standpoint. If they're going to make these decisions and laws for people our age, then shouldn't they hear our voice? Come on now. So, I think that's it. Just to recap, Sex Ed Fact, Letters to the Editor, Sidewalk Education, on B-Day. If you are not a official swarm member and you're watching this video because I sent it to you, you're welcome to participate in any of that. I will sign off for volunteer hours. You will be treated as a swarm council member. If you have any questions, give me a call. You all know my number. For those who don't, I will send it to you. It's at the bottom of my email. And you guys are awesome. You guys make me really, really proud. I'm going to start tearing up, but I can't. It's almost spring break. I love you guys. Peace.